This is an interview for peep-magazine. We're still at the Baltic with Northumbria University Fine Arts Show. And we're here with
Luca King.
Luca King, and then we're going to walk through the Baltic now, and we're going to have a little chat about her work, about maybe what inspired her to do the work. And we're just coming into the room now, so we're going to have a little... I'll take shots of this as well. So
down this wall.
right, so... Oh, has this got like a farm and agriculture feeler? Can you maybe talk about this?
So my work, I think I've kind of been looking a lot recently at my long-term relationship with horses. My work has always been very interspecies in terms of I do a lot of interspecies collaboration, and a lot of the time, like, they're always involved in my work. So this is mine and Flora's collaborative piece.
Brilliant. Could you maybe talk through this one with the horse and what's going on here?
Yeah, of course. So this was a little collaborative bit of work that me and my pony Flora did. We've known each other for 9 years, so very, very long-standing friendship. And we kind of worked together to fill these 2 hay nets. I've been working with hay nets a lot recently as sort of like a symbol of care for non-human animals, and, you know, kind of part of like the everyday in sort of like equestrian life.
Did you make the hay nets? Or?
Yes,
oh,
I
you
did.
Made the hay nets. All right, so it's kind of a bit like an installation here as well.
Yeah, it's kind of all of it is sort of the one little piece. But yeah, I really like working in sort of like installations of lots of little bits and pieces of different medias. I'm not really a one medium kind of person, so.
And can I ask where this is? Is this in the northeast?
Yeah. So my stable yard is up in Throckley.
Oh, is it your stable yard?
It's a riding school, but I've been there for more than half my life. Wow. It's like a very important place. I mean, obviously that's where Flora lives. But this is just in one of our London pens, kind of like up near the top. It's in a bit of a weird spot because kind of came through with the audio as well, but our yard kind of runs right alongside the A69. So you kind of get this weird juxtaposition of like, oh, this is so nice, there's such lovely countryside, then you've got loads of cars.
Well, that could be an ambient track, couldn't it?
Yeah, it's like I feel like it's so characteristic of like our yard, and like I think especially sort of like horsey people in the northeast, like I think we're always kind of in between change.
Oh wow! So it's this piece and this piece, and this is not yours.
No, yeah.
So it's the 2 pieces, yeah. Yeah. And it's called Luca King with HT, just Flora, Conversations around the Bale 2026. Yeah, so can I ask how your experience has been at Northumbria Uni? Did you come in like your friend in the second year, or did you start the first year? I
was a bit of a weird one. I kind of transferred on for the first week. Right. I was originally doing a sociology degree over at Newcastle.
It's different, isn't it? Yeah,
I spent like a week there and I was like, oh, I don't belong here. So I transferred.
That's good though, because you realised very early. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think I took for granted art education. It was kind of, I kind of like got to that point and I was like, oh, I really miss being able to kind of like work with my hands and make art. But no, I've loved Northumbria. I mean, I have literally like lifelong friends from it. The sense of community in our studios is just great. And I mean, the technicians are great, the staff are great. I don't think I expected myself to end up like this, but it's great.
I think you've already answered this one, but with this work and the work here, are you somehow connected with your work, or are you quite detached from when you're creating your work? Do you feel quite detached from it, or I've got a funny feeling you're very connected with this?
Yeah, I am. A lot of my work kind of features text and like image combined as well, and all of the text is my own text. It's just, you know, I love a good waffle. I love a good nostalgia waffle as well. But I think it's always been very connected with my personal identity and like, you know, my own personal sort of like interspecies relationships and friendships.
Is this some of your text here? Could you maybe talk through that that text? So we're just going to have a look on the wall and look. It's just going to kind of talk through.
Yeah. So my captioning that I kind of included in this sort of installation is, a lot of my creative process really weirdly has come from me doing mundane tasks at the yard. Especially, like hay nets is like the kind of thing where you end up with like shower thoughts. So a lot of the concepts I've had sort of throughout my degree, especially this semester, I've been sat filling a hay net and I'm like, oh, I could like totally do that. So the text itself's kind of me thinking about, the then in my childhood being sort of stood there doing this monotonous task that's so important, and then, it's something that I still do now in the present.
And then I just want to ask, Anthony Gormley said when you're painting or creating work, you are engaging in some kind of dialogue. Do you think you're engaging in your own internal dialogue, or a dialogue that's happened, kind of a conversation that's happened somewhere else? Are you engaging that when you're creating your work?
Yeah, I think kind of working in terms of interspecies collaboration has been quite a big thing for me with, kind of like exploring and getting closer with like horses. I've worked with chickens, cats, kind of, I feel like we can kind of bridge a gap there of communication. And that's kind of through like engaging in these sort of collaborative making processes in which, they can freely engage, they can choose to not engage. I think creating this with Flora was so fun. I think it's a bit odd because I think I'm more excited about seeing Flora's name versus my own. Right. So I'm just excited to kind of see it in part of this sort of like bigger piece that we worked on together. So,
do you feel yourself answering some kind of hypothetical question when you're doing your work?
Yeah, I think when we're kind of looking at like the idea of like our connection to other like species, I think we have to look at ourselves a lot as well. I think throughout this semester I've kind of reflected a lot on, what am I? Because I spent so much time sort of growing around horses, and I'm also autistic. So I think it's sort of that thing of, questioning, do I understand horses better than I understand people? Does Flora understand people better than she understands horses? But I think it's been really good in that sense, because I think it's kind of been a way to sort of make peace with, these channels of communication, sort of in relation to those connections.
Do you think the course at Northumbria has maybe not so much brought you out your shell, but maybe gave you an extra piece of confidence that you maybe didn't have before you went in? It has.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I never planned to be on an art degree in the first place. But I think kind of when I came in, it was sort of, I was able to kind of embrace what I love about being creative. I've been able to sort of involve things that I am really passionate about in my practice. Flora's here. Yeah. But yeah, it's been a really great outlet for me, and I do feel like I'm a significantly better and different person than when I came in.
Not to put you on the spot, but have you thought about, because this is your final show now, have you thought about what plans in the future, or have you got something to go in? And I can imagine it being a bit scary about, being there for 3 years, because I was there for 3 years, and then when I left, I was like, oh, what am I going to do now? Can I stay here for another 3 years? So have you got any plans, and have you got anything to go into, or what's happening next?
Yeah, so I'm a bit of a weird curveball. I'm going into primary education, hopefully. I've already got my place for my postgraduate year, so we're sorted for that. But I would love to be able to continue sort of practicing, making art, sort of, experimenting, having a bit of a play around with non-humans, It's a great outlet, and I think it would be really great to sort of bridge in with teaching, so...
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck in the future with whatever you're doing. Thanks for taking the time to chat to Peep. Thanks a lot.